Hey girl, what's
Hey
good?
girl, hey girl.
I'm back and I'm better.
Okay.
Normal. What's going
Okay.
on? Buddy? How you doing, girl?
I'm getting ready for work. You know me.
Damn, girl, you going to work early today?
Yeah, I'm trying to collect these points, baby.
How was your New Year's?
It was good. I stayed at home, honey.
Me too. I ended up falling asleep. I didn't get to go out, so mm,
I didn't want to go out.
yeah. I did want to go out, but some unfortunate events happened, girl. I failed, girl. I was so over it, girl.
Oh.
So I said, girl, I'm staying my ass at home.
Oh no.
Where is Poker, girl? What the fuck is going on? What are these
On the
girls doing?
road.
Go, Poker. Where's she going? Hey,
Here
Poker.
comes the-
Hey, y'all.
Tell them to turn it down.
They said, turn it down, sir.
Girl, where you on your way to?
I'm going to Little Rock.
Oh, you love you some Little Rock.
Huh?
I said you love you some Little Rock.
I do. How are y'all? Like, I'm excited. It's a new year.
Yeah, I'm
New
worried.
beginnings. So much is in store for us with Von Dutch, Gucci. Me and
Mm-hmm.
Courtney worked on our vision board today.
Oh, y'all did vision boards?
Yeah,
Did y'all have a
doing
picture of me on there?
Are you on our visions?
Mm-hmm.
we want
You see into the
to do some
future?
good things this year. We wanted to
Mm,
accomplish some good things this year. We don't want to know setbacks.
I'm here for it. Hey. But
What about you? What are some things you got planned for this year?
um I want to focus on elevating and getting some of my legal situations handled. Hey Sean. Welcome to
What's
the podcast.
going?
But I want
Hey,
to I want to work on getting some of my legal situations handled so I can like move and do what I really want to do in life. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Hmm.
yeah, well, good luck with that. I think you can do it. I also got some, I told you I got some support. If you need some support, we like getting all this stuff looked into. I have a few
Hmm.
lawyers that are good friends and stuff that can
Okay. Well,
yeah. So
hey,
hey, Sean, how are you?
how was your New Year, Sean?
Happy New Year.
It was quiet. I was working on an order, and then me and Shane was in here, so it was good. Thank God. What about you?
Mine was far from quiet. All I heard was gunshots. At least I thought that was
It's all,
gunshots.
Now that I
It
think
could
about
have
it, I
been, it
didn't
could
hear
have been
nothing.
fireworks.
girl, you right downtown. You should have saw the fireworks.
Girl, they were shooting them off like out their trunks and shit like that when I was walking. Cause I walked to the store like right at midnight. And I said, "Well, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that." She said, "Oh, I should not have done that because I didn't know if it was bullets or if it was motherfucking fireworks." I said, "Oh no, ma'am.
Girl, they had the drones over here, honey. They better not have been shooting
Drones for what?
for people
What were the
shooting
drones
guns.
doing?
Oh, they got drones down for that?
Yeah.
So what does the drones do?
They spot where the gunshots are coming from, honey. I think they got like some kind of heat sensor on them.
Girl, ain't no way.
Yeah, ma'am.
Damn,
They had it on the news.
can't catch me no more bodies. No, I'm just
Girl, can't
playing.
catch no more strays, honey. That's what they be doing over here. My mama house got shot in about 2 years ago.
Mm.
Because they was shooting
Oh
on
no.
New Year's.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
scary. Do you know if Miko is joining? Miko and them are joining today. Lachey, anybody? Have you talked to them?
Uh, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I haven't. I told
Yeah.
you I was with Miko last night, but I haven't talked to the chat today. I'm not sure if they're
Okay.
joining today. I'll shoot them a text while we're on the line.
Okay. Well, tonight's. Oh wait, Sean, did you have something you wanted to say? You want to give out? Give a,
I'm just listening in for the moment, but
okay.
Oh,
You
I'll
could you could
jump in shortly. I
you could
just,
give your announcement. You give your announcement later on then.
yeah, yeah, go for it. Yeah, there we
Okay.
go.
there go
So
two more guys. Yeah, I hope you didn't put that money in the church yet, did you now? There go two more
today's
guys.
show is really based around um I know y'all have seen the little thing that went on with Pookie and Scarface on Now This TV. And so
Yes.
I really based this show around that because I really wanted to dive into how they use how networks use trans women as
I see
pawns,
them
kind of.
on.
I want to say like a pawn. So if y'all aren't familiar, Scarface was. I'm sorry, no. Pookie was on a show called The Hookup. It's on Now This TV, and she is the only trans woman on the show. Everybody is heterosexual males and females, um, and she was the only trans woman on the show. And they did not inform the men that there was going to be a trans woman on the show. So they threw her in as like a wild card. It kind of gave like wild card a little bit. Um, I mean, people that are familiar with Pookie because she is on Now This TV with the Dollhouse and stuff like that. I mean, some people knew who she was, but majority of the men claimed that they didn't know who she was. So she got to walking around the house and sitting on boys' laps, heterosexual men's laps, without telling them her tea. She ended up going into a bathroom, and who knows what actually happened behind the closed doors, but things got a little heated, I'll say. Well, in the midst of that happening, Scarface was talking to the boy that Pookie ended up going into the bathroom with, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna let them do what they do because I got a secret. I got something for him when he get out."
Want to be a part of the program?
Huh?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just getting in the car.
Okay. She was like, "I got something for him when he get out." So when he got out of the bathroom with Pookie, she goes and whispers in his ear and tells him, "You know that's a trans, right?" And the look on his face was like,
He
bitch,
wanted to murder somebody.
he wanted to like, bitch, he wanted to murder her. I felt like.
Yeah.
Then he goes, okay, so hey Island Browning. So then he goes off and starts to tell all the other cast members about Pookie being a trans. And mind you, who's noise? Who's making that noise? Who is that? Oh, that's Courtney.
Oh, my bad. Let me put on my seatbelt. I'm so.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so then she goes into no. So then the boy goes and tells all his homeboys, "Hey, y'all know she's trans. You know she's trans." Mind you, another boy that kind of had some endeavors with her, which was, y'all are familiar with Bambi from Love and Hip Hop? Okay, so her little ex piece that she was talking to after Scrappy, his name is Face or something like that. He was on there, and she was sitting in his lap, and they were actually supposed to be rooming together. And so, but he was really respectful. To me, he was respectful when he found out. He kind of just was like, "No, I'm not with that. That's not me. XYZ." It wasn't until the next boy came in, the B Breezy or YBL or whatever his name is. He came in and they re-announced the situation, which I felt like was really messy on behalf of production. And when they re-announced that there was a trans on the show and on all that transpired, the Yellow Beezy boy, who was not even a part of the situation, he picks up a freaking bottle of alcohol, like a fucking Hennessy bottle, and to me, it seemed like he was fixing to hit Pookie with the bottle. Hey, Patches. Thank you. But yeah, it seemed like he was finna hit Pookie with the bottle, and so she picks up a bottle, and then she throws some alcohol in his face, and it just went from that. It went from there. So for me, and from hearing all the interviews after the case, they're saying that production did not tell them that there was going to be trans on the show, or that there was going to be one trans woman on the show. So they kind of felt like they was kind of blindsided by it, if that makes sense. What do y'all think about situations like
Mm. So to me, I feel like it's a lot of layers to it.
that? It was.
One, I don't know. I don't know if production needs to broadcast that a trans person is coming on the show, but I do think it's not a bad idea, especially if is it like a dating show or because I don't know anything about the show.
It's a dating show.
It's like Love Island, kind of.
It's a dating show full of black people, ghetto
For
black
heterosexual
people.
people.
Well, I feel like they should. I don't know if they should announce it or if she should announce it, but I know
Production should have announced it. But
I
for
feel
them,
like production, it was production place. I feel like by her when she did her stand up and she introduced herself, if she wanted to, there would have been an opportunity to announce that she was trans, only if she wanted to. But when I feel like it was she really needed to announce that she was a trans woman was when she stood up and when she went into the back with the guys. When
Let me
she
see.
seen something, when it could have been a potential opportunity for something sexual to happen with her, she should have announced it. She should have at least told the guy before anything was done, before she was touched or anything. Just give him the opportunity to be able to say, hey, I'm with it or hey, I'm not with it, just for her safety, you know? I feel like she should have been brought up then. But I don't know if I would want production to be in a position to out me. I think I would prefer to out myself to the ones I choose to out myself with. I don't think that's production's responsibility.
Okay, hold on.
But
Let me show you. I'm gonna show y'all the little clip of it. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Let me find it. Let me find it. No, not there. Is this it?
do you understand what I'm saying, Chloe?
Yeah,
I
I
feel
get
like
what you're saying. Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like she had the biggest responsibility in that. But
Right.
again, it's her. I feel
Sorry.
like it was her choice to decide whether she wanted the cast to know that she was a trans woman until they
Well, see,
started getting close and you
the
know.
girls knew that she was trans. Of course, it
Because
was the men that claimed that they didn't know, and so the girls was going around calling her sissy and this that other. And in her introduction, what was so crazy to me was that she had kind of like scored on the girl on the real fish that was there, and told real fish, "Well, bitch, I showed up in heels and you showed up in sneakers." So I mean, to me, I kind of felt like she was kind of throwing out hints that girl, okay, I'm not one of them. I'm something different.
No, that's
But
not that. That's not. You can't say that. No, ma'am.
you can't say that.
No, ma'am.
Oh Lord.
Cause you tell a girl that you showed up in heels and she showed up in sneakers. What the mean?
Hold on, but then the girl says something about um. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. Pookie joins the hookup cast. Okay, let me show you what she introduces herself. Hold on, let me see. Let me bring it to the stage.
And
This
again,
is
I'm gonna stress that she shouldn't have to come out to anybody that she's trans unless it's somebody that she's about to become sexual active with, or it's somebody that is trying to get her know.
right. Okay.
When he was put in that position, she should at least let him know. It shouldn't have got as far enough. It shouldn't even got to a place where someone else was able to tell him if she did do something with him.
Right.
And
I
not
agree.
that she has to, but just for her safety, she should definitely told him what was going on before she took him in that room.
Oh, it's not gonna let me do it. Okay. Okay. It's not gonna let me do it that way. Let me
okay,
see.
And when it
okay. So
comes
what
to
I think is,
okay,
because this is my arena.
I already know, girl.
I love it. I think that it should have been disclosed. If even if it wasn't disclosed by the producer, she should have done it in her introduction or whatever. And for me, it was a whole dangerous situation because you have like six guys in there who consider themselves, heterosexual, and all these women who are going to hate on Pookie because she looks like a real lady, cis woman.
Okay. Hold on.
Uh,
This is her introduction right here. Let me show you her introduction.
mhm.
Is it playing? Because I don't see anything.
No, ma'am, it's not playing.
Oh, it's not playing.
No, it's not playing, girl.
Damn. Why is it not playing? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I tried. Okay. Well, hey, I tried. But what I will say is that so I didn't feel like it was right for production to have them boys there without warning them. I feel like they used her as okay. This is my thing. Is I feel like they used her as like a as a wild card, and I don't like that. Like I feel like don't use us as a pawn like to try to see who's gay, who fuck around, who don't fuck around. Like no, that's not what this give. Like girl, because you could have got that girl hurt, and then there was like no security. There was no security there, and like motherfuckers is picking up bottles of alcohol to hit this bitch with. Like hell
She was
no.
standing 10 toes down, and she said she had a vagina, which I don't
Oh,
think so
she
because
lied. She lied and said she had a vagina, but because she does not have a vagina. You're right.
I knew it because girl, when I watched her on the dollhouse, she was shaking and she had a very meaty tuck.
They said, I think production set the trans person up for the drama. I don't think that
Girl,
it
what?
that is appropriate. Yeah, so she was doing like the Sydney Stars thing. she was on the line talking about she had a pussy or whatever because she was telling Fish. She told Fish, "Girl, you look more like a man to me."
Yeah, and
Girl,
she did, girl.
yeah, she
But
did. No, she actually did. Uh, I become a sneaker because I can't walk in heels. Is this a dating show? Yeah, it's a dating show. It's called The Hookup. It's on Now That's TV. But yeah, so I don't know. I would not have felt comfortable walking into a situation like this without the cast knowing up front. Like, bitch, I need the people to know like what this finna give. Which I'm not finna do all that. Like, you ain't finna do me like that.
I
and
mean, but
also, like, and also
even if
after the fact, they went on podcast together, and they still was carrying on with the bullcrap where she got into it with another guy, where she ended up throwing water on alcohol on him because he called her a nigger. Like it's still a dangerous situation if she's still out there. Like it can still go further because this is seen on TV. Everybody's watching now. That's TV. That's the TV network for young black generation.
I'm not in reality TV, but I feel like a lot of this stuff be staged, and I feel like
I agree.
I
Where'd she
feel
go?
like they are continuing to push this agenda that we are out here fooling people. And I can honestly say I have never told a guy that I was a trans woman and anything be stopped.
They want you more, somebody.
You know, so and that might not be for every guy, but this the way they show these things on TV screens and stuff like this and on the media and stuff is not really how it really work out. There is no way they put her in that situation if they did, shame on production. And if she went in there playing in the guy's face like this, shame on her. And I don't know. It's a lot.
It's both parties' fault, really, at that time, because in the contract they should have put there is going to be it's an equal opportunity kind of show. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hello?
Yeah, but what was did they actually say what was done when he went in a room and
There
closed
was
the
some
door?
kissing. There was some kissing. There was some sitting on some laps. There's some rubbing and some touching. Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like got years on
But then again,
gaming
Pookie,
or
Pookie, Pookie
whoever
got a strong.
respecting
Pookie
myself.
shoulders real broad. Pookie shoulders real
Yeah,
broad. She got a pretty face,
you
but it's
can't.
kind of it's kind of giving it's who she remind you of. No lie, no
Uh,
cap, no tea. Juicy girl, juicy. That's who what Pookie remind you of.
and it's a lot of system that has broad shoulders, so you can't really just go on the show and just be like, oh, this person's supposed to know. Because from what I've seen, I don't watch the show, but from what I've seen, people is giving fish.
Don't she give juicy girl juicy? That's what
Um,
she reminds me of girl juicy. The way she acts.
yeah, I mean, I can see kind of sort of. Yeah, I can see why you would say that.
I
What
think
do
it's
you think, Sean?
where's everybody? Can he hear us?
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you got I muted so you can talk. I don't want my background to pick up.
Yeah, we're asking you for your feedback. What do you think? Like, when is the appropriate time for you to announce that you're trans? Is it, especially like when you're in a circle or a house with a lot of cisgender people? Is it appropriate time and on the dating site? Is it appropriate time to announce that you're trans in the midst of like engaging with someone, or when you walk into the show, or not even saying anything at all? When is the appropriate time? Because I'm wondering if what is the young lady name who whispered in the guy ear? I'm wondering if she would have never said no when Pookie had eventually outed herself, or would she just continue to play along
I think
with?
she would have had to out herself. I think it would have been forced upon her to out herself. because don't think those producers don't have a hand in what's really going on in that house. Like on the Dollhouse, they start a group chat. They before they even start a show like this, they start a group chat. So when y'all in the group chat communicating, especially if y'all know everybody know who everybody is gonna be, it's not like a secret society show or something like that. They know who's gonna be there. And for you to come on Now That's TV and then say, "Hey, I ain't never watched nothing on Now That's TV," that would be a hot damn lie. It's how you even know
Right.
about Now
I
That's
just
TV.
think
So
it's a horrible time to be pulling stunts like that in a time like this where legislation is already trying to take away our existence. And especially a platform that has so many followers and that influence so many young adults. I think this is the terrible time to pull stunts like this when they're already saying that justifying the reason we're getting killed, just saying that we're perverts and we're out here killing people and tricking people and
it's exactly what they made us look like. That's exactly
yes.
what it's made us look like right now.
Now I agree with that. It
So
is a
no matter,
terrible time.
and I feel like if it was a show like that, it should have been an opportunity for everybody to decide whether they wanted to indulge in a show that had trans people on it. But then that's a slippery slope, though. But again, with where we are today, with legislation and everything like that, our safety is the biggest thing right now. And I don't think that's really a safe situation if the cast put it in.
My question is it a reason to just automatically make yourself a target? Because I think, in some cases, just automatically, saying, "Hey, I'm trans," so you automatically give a person a reason to kind of start giving you the weird looks, and you know, I'm not automatically just making myself a target. If I'm amongst
Right.
community and this, that, and the fourth, and we're engaging in conversation, that's something different. Or if I'm in the work setting or something like that, and somebody come up to me in private and say, "Hey, I was told X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah." In that moment, I decide whether or not I'm going to say, "Well, yes, that is true," or "No, it's not," because it is a dangerous time. And then on top of that, if you look at me and you don't see what you heard, there's really no reason for me to, display that, to offer that information to you. I'm not trying to sleep with you.
Sorry,
Yeah, I think it's I agree with what you're saying.
you said what?
I absolutely agree with what Shane just said.
I'm sorry, I missed all that.
But I think it's a very scary situation, and it just furthers the agenda of us doing like some weird shit to get people to, I don't know. It's just not the right time, my opinion. But then again, I don't even know if I can blame the production and stuff, because why are we still as trans people engaging in shows like this still?
That's a
When did it ever? When it was supposed to be starting? I thought Love and Hip Hop with Sydney Star was very correct. She would go in there, get into it with the girls, and then she was off real quick. Not no trying to find no love.
Okay, let me see if this shows now. Because girl, my daughter had knocked my goddamn internet out when she walked up out of here. Okay, can y'all see that? Can y'all see this? Y'all see that?
No, girl.
No, we still
No.
looking at you, girl.
You still looking at me?
Yes, girl, we still looking at you, girl.
My question is, when do we realize that we were only put in certain situations, as
To
a
make
prop,
right.
just to basically be say, "Oh yeah,
And
we
as a
see you,
kid,
we accept you." That's it.
But why put yourself up for sacrifice for acceptance?
No, that's what
well,
I'm saying.
because we all in
Yeah,
survival mode. Everybody's in survival mode right now. We doing whatever we can do to put food on our table, to get the likes, to be accepted, and all this different stuff. So everybody's in survival mode. So I mean, it's not like I don't get why
Okay.
these
Can y'all
girls
see
are
that?
still.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see that.
Kelvin's not coming. And then when you come back to me,
I know.
Oh, y'all still haven't got y'all food? No.
To the piece of that.
His face.
Miss Cookie, you been drinking? Oh, baby, you need to try. What is it? Look at that. It's just like no, we don't like no dead ass. Oh, y'all was already drinking. No. Oh, y'all. Yeah, I'm like that. Yeah. Where's the bottle? Cookie's a trans. I sure did.
I hate
Girl,
Kelly's
she a
not
straight
coming.
hater though, girl.
I
And then
believe
we,
I don't
I
believe
hate
Courtney.
people like
They
that.
just put that out
But she
there.
a straight hater though, girl. But she a straight hater though, girl.
That's dangerous. I'm sure he knew.
He knew. He
That's very
knew.
scripted. It's very scripted.
But
Very
you know
scripted.
what? To you, it's cute having a trans hunger or a trans Judy or sister until they find that somebody they are attracted to is attracted to you.
Then they get spilling
And
your tea.
I done seen it happen multiple times. Fish is cool with having a hunger that's trans and everything. That's cute and positive. But as soon as they find out somebody they're attracted to is more attracted to a trans person than to them, that's when it becomes a problem and an issue when it comes to cis people. But to women. And I want to say black women because even white women do it.
But yeah, I feel like, girl, you playing a dangerous game.
On both ends, girl. Because what if Pookie would have, girl, you seen how Pookie fight, girl. She got some hands. Girl, what if she went off and would have popped the fish? What would have happened? What would have production have done? Well, girl, they let them do that over there on Now That's TV, though, girl. Because Joyce was on another show fighting DTV, Diamond
See, I was
Dividing. Girl, it was just too much.
that's what I was saying because Joyce was the token person that used to be the
She
girl that
sacrificed
did
herself so the girls can walk. That's what she said to the girls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
She's
used to
the
be her. But she's too known now, and she's too they know people know her from by face now, so that's why they're moving on to other girls like Pookie. And I have heard that JB's might be actually joining this cast later on down the line. We shall see. But girl, I just don't understand it. I don't get it. It is what it is, though. But okay, let's get into some of these topics, y'all. Let's see what's on the docket.
I'll live for it. That was a
I
good
feel like we should.
conversation.
I feel like we should definitely close with a message when it comes to that because this is very problematic. And I don't know. I don't think. I
Hmm?
think people ignore how serious. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Come on, honey.
I think people ignore how serious this can become, and why it's important that you don't entertain situations like this.
Right.
Because yeah, you can make maybe a couple of $100 and maybe even a couple of grand. But this can also
Well, see, this is a this right here is hey Aaron, thanks for joining y'all. This is a prime example of I would say like the roles reversed because typically we're the ones that are the ones that are outing people. You know what I'm saying? No, well, not me personally, but typically it's the trans that we're outing the boys, or that's what's put out there. So I feel like it was a little different coming from the other direction, I guess you could say.
absolutely not. The
I
guys
don't
just
think so.
started
Not
out,
absolutely
the
not.
girls just started out and got because this is, yeah, the girls been out, the cis girls been out, the trans girls, the queens, the girls, and all this stuff. That has been a thing. So this is not reversed.
Absolutely.
This is definitely like something that happens. It just brought to camera because when we do it, oh, it's an issue. But again, I'm saying that and still in the same breath saying that it's important to us to, when it comes to a level to where a person is engaged, or getting sexual or anything like that, or pursuing you, it's your responsibility to at least let them know what's going on or either bag away from it. Because I'm not saying you have to out yourself because nobody has to really tell who they are.
I can barely understand you, Poca.
Be unsafe.
I can't understand shit you're saying. I
She's
ain't gonna lie.
breaking up. She's breaking up.
Yeah, I can't hear shit. And I tried.
Oh, girl, they did this.
Um, again, Well, that leads me to the first
What's up,
conversation.
girl? You got too many people?
The first conversation was,
Girl,
let me mute her. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Cornisha, go to work. I'm just playing. The first thing was outing. Why outing someone is never okay. So I honestly don't feel like it's okay to out people, regardless if it's the boys out and the girls out and the boys. I just feel like, girl, let people live in their own truth and let them people tell when they want to tell. That ain't your business to tell. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't feel like I've never actually played the pussy popping games, or what they call it, pussy stun games, where when they go out to the world and try to trick the boys. Like I've never done that. Like I'm too scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm a scary bitch. Like no. Like bitch, when the trade approaches me a little world, I'd be like, oh, baby, this ain't what you want. I'd be like, this ain't what you want, baby.
scared for my life. Scared for my life.
Yeah, baby. I ain't got time for that. So, bitch, I already said. I tell them as soon as they walk up to me, baby, this is not what you want, baby. I'm a different breed of bitch, baby. Just so y'all know, because bitch, I don't need no motherfucking problems. So yeah, I don't play them games. Have you ever went pussy stunting,
I don't even like to go to those kind of spots where they would think so.
Courtney? Have you?
Girl, I don't do those types of games. You gotta be scared for my life.
Oh, that's poker. That's poker. Poker pussy stunting. Pussy stunting. All
What
right.
did Coco went? Coco left.
She left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
left.
broke.
You cannot hear shit she was saying. Oh, here she goes.
She's back on.
Poker, don't you haven't you been pussy stunting before?
Have I went to what? I'm sorry.
Ain't that what y'all call it? Pussy stunting?
Pussy stunning?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, I don't do those things, and I don't have. My voice gets me through. I don't have to really just announce that I'm a trans woman because I don't do all the stunts and the flips and stuff trying to be anything that I mean. Okay, let me stop.
Girl, bitch, I was about to say, girl, Miss Poker, you don't want pussy stunning.
I do not pussy stuff. That's not a thing for me. But again, I don't have problems. Like if it's something I'm interested in, they're interested in me. I'm okay with a person saying I'm not interested in you. I don't have to have everything I see. So I don't have to pussy stuff. And I'm bold about saying who I am. I'm, I'm gonna tell you what I am before you get in this
That's why
situation
I
with
was just
me.
saying, like, bitch, I'm scared. When the boys approach me, I'd be like, baby, this ain't what you want, baby. I'm a
But
different
then
type of
again, I say that, but then also I've learned how to maneuver out of situations that could potentially put me in danger too.
right.
Because
So
just
do y'all feel like it's dangerous telling a group of people like I prefer
absolutely,
pulling a nigga to the side like bitch 1-on-1 because baby we ain't finna do that. Y'all not finna.
absolutely. I've been in situations where a couple of guys try to talk to me all at once, and but I didn't entertain it. I just kind of walked away like I was unbothered, and like maybe one or two of the guys got really aggressive, like you too tall or something like that.
Mhm.
But it could be a really fucked up situation. So you just learn with time, like how to maneuver through those different type of situations, and then also being mindful of like the spaces that you go to and the areas that you're in, or how you maneuver like and get through them.
True.
But it is a real thing, like knowing a safe space and like with being on a reality show. I feel like you got to have clarity. You got to have clarity, and everybody needs to know what's going on so they can truly know what's a part of it. But I mean, if everybody know everything, what will make it a good show? Because people like drama, people like the mess, people like what they already thinking in their head to be shown, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, but I have been in situations where I wasn't able to out myself, but I have learned how to maneuver through those situations.
You a pro now.
You
Yeah, I'm
know,
a pro.
us as trans men, deal with that as well.
Y'all go Dixon?
Absolutely.
You have to remember there are a lot of trans men that are still attracted to men. When we transition, it's not because we automatically just want to be with a woman. And then if there are spaces where they're like, for instance, a group of men, and someone gets wind that, hey, that's a trans man or whatever. Oh, what's a trans man? oh, bro, you used to be a girl, whatever. The men become very, their thought automatically is, I know that thing is tight. I want to see what that's like. And they kind of start pushing themselves on, and trying to see, because most men's thought is that we all want, you know, the dick. That's most men's thought. Oh,
Mhm.
I know if I get it, and then they want to be able to have them brownie points like, oh, I got it. I knew I would. See, I told you, So it becomes a dangerous situation, for us as well. You know, yeah, we
Interesting.
deal with a lot of what the trans women deal with. Honestly,
I'm surprised to hear that. You know,
And I can the guys are not as against trans men as they are trans women. Society is against trans women, and not that trans men don't have their own problems, but I can
right?
see a guy excusing a trans man that still has is having undergone bottom surgery and thinking, oh, that ain't what it is because he's got still got a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying you a woman and society takes different, and I can see how they put y'all in a very dangerous situation. Eventually got the
sound
fuck
like a
off,
robot
especially
again.
if you about like a group of 6 men. I can see, yeah, I can see how that can really put y'all in dangerous situations.
Especially if we say no. If we're the type that are not into, the male portion, uh, yeah. Once they hear that no word, men, most men don't like rejection. So once they hear that no word and they realize, oh, that's a solid no, it's one of those like, oh, I should fuck you up, or things like that. It gets to be very aggressive because one, they don't want the no, and two, they looking like, what? Why am I manly enough to make you want me? So the rape comes into play, things like that. It gets to be a little dangerous.
Mother of one said, "Interesting. Thanks for sharing. I never considered that." And then we also had somebody else in the comments saying, "Just like men are cool with gay women and treat them like one of their boys." I could see that now that you say that.
Mhm.
So I had a child of mine who was, you know who I'm talking about, who's transitioned. He's a trans man, and but he dates trans men. Um, and that was interesting that you said that just because you transition does not mean that it's not your sexual preference. It's who you. I never thought of it like that actually, because I actually have a daughter who also is trans. She just was over here, the one that knocked my internet out, but she dates females, but she's trans. She's a trans girl,
Yeah.
and she dates females. And I'd be like so dumbfounded. I'd be like, oh damn. So you're not. It's not. You're not gay, but you just don't feel like. I'd be happy. I guess I have to separate the whole mindset of your sexuality is different than your sexual orientation. Am I saying that correctly? Your
What you
outer.
feel like?
What you feel? Okay.
What you feel like on the outside? That's like a woman that likes makeup. She feels like the makeup is going to give her that look that she's looking for.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you want to compete in pageants. Just for lack of, you know what I'm saying? Trans men transition most times because they want that thought, the appearance to match with the thought. But what they like sexually is something totally different. Like all of my trans male friends from New York,
Mhm.
they are either in a relationship with a guy or a trans woman.
Like
None of my, yeah, I am the
when we
only
say a
one that
guy,
gets
are we saying like a butch queen or is it like a real guy? Or
real guys.
does it not matter?
The
You
real
know,
guys, butch wings, and they're very open with, hey, I like what I like. Like they'll see a dude walking by and be like, yo, he good looking, da 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 da, whatever. I'm the only one that, date women. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it. When I
right.
moved down here to Dallas, everything was such a secret and I couldn't understand at first. I was like, well, what? that's the normal in New York, but
Mm.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and how big is the actual trans man community out here in Dallas? Like, is there a big? Is it a big? It's not big, really.
It's not. I can count on my hands.
Right.
It's growing. You know what I'm saying, but it's not big at all. And that was one of my biggest concerns when I got here because when I started seeing how quickly it was growing, but not on the safe side. Everybody was kind of doing stuff under the table. I'm gonna see if I can get a bottle of tea from my boy who know my boy who know my boy. You know.
You wanna know what's so crazy is that when I actually came out of the closet, I didn't go directly to the gay side. I didn't go with the boys. I actually came out with the lesbians and the girls, and that was where I felt comfortable
Right.
to begin with. And I actually go to like the punk nights until I think I was like maybe 18 or 19 years old. Like I had been out at the lesbian on the lesbian nights since I was 16, 15, 16 years old. And so the girls that welcomed me in with open arms because my best friend was a stud growing up, and that's who kind of introduced me to the whole gay bars. We went to Elmer Pro back in the day, and this is another whatever. So I've always felt more comfortable around girls than I do around butch queens, I guess you could say. I'm not really somebody who clings to a lot of butch queens. Like I don't have a whole bunch of butch queens around me. But I've never messed with a girl.
And I'm the opposite.
And I actually what's crazy is that I didn't lose my virginity to a woman until I was 23 years old, and I was at the bookstore walking around, and this lady was following me, and I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, can I help you?" We was in the park line, and I was like, "Can I help you?" And she was like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful." Yeah, da, da, da. I was like- and then her husband pulled up on us, and she was like, or he was like, "Can I pay you $500 to fuck my wife?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, let's go." So they followed me back to my hotel room, and mind you, her name was Sue. She was an African lady. She was 50 something years old. I believe she was like 52, I think. And when we got there after they paid me or whatever, me and her sitting there talking, and she was like, "So how many times have you done this?" I was like, "Oh baby, you're my first." And she was like, "Oh no, baby, I can't take your virginity from you." I said, "Oh baby, I don't give refunds. I don't do refunds, so baby, you got one option. It's either take it or leave it." So she took it, and I was actually gagging that it was not a bad experience. I was gagging that I really gagged because I was like, damn, I wish I really would have played around with this back in high school. Maybe I wouldn't have been gay. Maybe I would have, if I would have went to the pussy first instead of going to the asshole. 'Cause I don't like the struggle. It's too much struggling for me. So that was kind of crazy to me. But then like, I've never willingly messed with a girl if money wasn't involved. That's never been a thing for me. No, it's just never happened. But
Really?
I'm not opposed to it. It might happen one day.
Mm.
Ladies, hit me up.
Ladies hit her up. Yeah, but I'm the opposite of you. Like
You're the opposite.
my buddies have always been the gay guys and the trans women. I never hung in the lesbian scene. Any
Never.
no. Coming down here is the most that I've gone and been in like lesbian settings. I have never. No.
Now, is that because what's the reasoning behind that? Is it you don't feel comfortable? Is it like
Just when I was coming up, I'm a ballroom kid, so I was modeling at first, and when I was modeling, actually the father of the house of Chanel, R.R. Chanel, he had we were both modeling the same place, so I went to a ball for the first time and I walked and I won,
Mm.
so that naturally unfolded into me being around the guys. You know what I'm saying? And I hadn't had a girlfriend or anything of the sort, and then I became heavy into ballrooms, and I just always hung around, the gay guys and the trans women, and that's really was it. You know what I'm saying? And then even when I started dating women, I only date either straight or bi women.
have you dated trans women?
No,
No. Okay. I mean,
no,
that's
but
something. That's one of the things. Some of the what you call it, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't, but I mean, who knows what'll happen in my lifetime one day? I don't
Maybe
know.
you're married. You're happily married.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything somewhere down the line, shit. Who knows
Okay.
what'll happen in life? So I'm not
Period.
one of those that's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. The door's not closed. I mean,
Right.
it can still be opened. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah. The door. Oh wait, hold on. But
Looking for a girlfriend, y'all.
you looking for a girlfriend?
No, I said you're looking for a girlfriend.
I might be. You know what? I'm not opposed to it, cause these niggas ain't doing right. I just had to let my nigga go, cause girl, he just ain't doing right.
Yeah, I want to apologize. I'm having technical difficulties because I'm traveling. So I
Mhm.
just went to a dry spot, so I lost my signal.
We understand. We get it. Yeah, we can hear you though. Um, some other one asked me. She says, "No offense. How were you able to perform since you aren't physically attracted to women?" Well, there's this thing called money. When money is involved, this thing goes up. So anytime some money on comes out, baby, it's gonna work.
Girl, what are we
Y'all
talking
are
about?
hilarious. They are hilarious, child.
What are we talking about? What do I come back in
You
on?
missed
Okay,
it, Mama. I
you
need you to
missed the
get in here.
conversation. You missed
You
the
missed
conversation.
it.
Oh no, I'm not playing in the game. I'm a power bottom.
No, okay, no.
Hey,
So I was telling them my first, like how I did actually have sex with a woman until I was 23 years old, and how that experience was for me. And I was like, oh, it was a paid experience like that. Her husband paid me to smash her, but they was like, how did you perform if like you weren't attracted to women? I was like, well, hell, the money got me up. But yeah,
But then another thing, let's talk about this the real way, right? Because I
what?
had a situation.
Mhm.
Is this a safe space?
go
It's
for it.
pretty safe. It's pretty
Go.
safe.
Okay, so I had a situation maybe a year ago where I met this guy.
Oh, come on with the dry spot.
Girl, come on with the rough spots.
He was. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
So I didn't know he was married me, but he was baiting me in so that I could do a swinger thing with him. So I goes over, and as I'm walking in the door, I know there's a lady sitting on the couch with lingerie on. Do I want to tell this story or not?
Yes, I
Come
want
on,
to. I want
y'all.
to. I want to hear it, but I'm trying to understand what's going on. Look, if
He
you want to
turned
So
comment
this
to say,
down.
if you want to comment to say, no, I
just
want to
just a,
hear it.
just a long story. Just a long story short, I found myself to be more attracted to the woman than I was the man.
Really?
And to this day, I still communicate with the lady.
But did you do
What?
anything?
I did,
Go, Mama. In there
and
like
I enjoyed it.
you did.
But
Oh
I
my
mean, nothing
I'm
like
proud
no
of you.
penetration or nothing like that. But it was just to actually be able to touch and feel and everything. But I think what a lot of people do, what us as trans people don't talk about, when we decide that we are transgender, we get pushed up under. Oh, that mean if you're a trans woman, you have to be attracted to trans men. And I think where we are today, we're getting out of that mindset. And that was an experience to me that I thought I would again. Because I mean, I'm not a virgin. I used to get my life back in the day. But when it happened, it was just I enjoy touching a woman, but it felt the only thing I kept thinking I'm a woman touching a woman, I'm a lesbian.
Do y'all see the
But
question? Do y'all see the question on the screen?
Yes, I do. Mother,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't.
and
I
she just
do. I have a son.
period.
Yes, I
You
carried
said
him 9 months. Yeah,
No, they asked, does anyone have biological children?
yeah. All right,
Hey,
then.
Fannie
I
Mae.
don't I don't have biological kids, but I raised four.
Yeah, but she's a mother of four.
But yeah, Sean has a biological son.
They said you were probably attracted to the energy of the person because that definitely helps in physical attraction.
I think that's exactly what it was because even in
There
the
you
midst of
go.
us, like the guy walking out, we had a conversation and just us connecting. It was just like this person is really cool as shit. And I think she was being put in a situation because of his fantasy. He don't want to do it. I think she was in a situation to where she just wanted to satisfy his needs. And
You know what? That's weird you say that though, because actually had something happen recently where I was with a client. It was a couple, but what turned me off was the woman was more dominant, and she pulled me to the side before we actually did everything, and she was like, "Okay, these are my do's and these are my don'ts. If I look at you like this, that means stop. If like certain things I'm not comfortable with," and I was just like, and that made me uncomfortable. I was like, "Girl, you're too aggressive for me, bitches, girl. I'm used to the women taking the back seat."
Women ultimately know what they want, just period, point blank. So, you know,
Yeah, that was a different experience for me. I didn't really like that one.
yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
I actually enjoyed it. I can't wait on this opportunity actually. But I know it was weird, but I do, and I think me and her are really becoming close friends. I'm still on the sir. Now you want to get into it? That's exactly what they're saying to me.
Oh, we have a guest. Hey, Fannie Mae.
Hey y'all,
What's
Hey,
going
Hello.
on?
what's going on, girls?
I'm
Sorry I'm
glad you
late.
joined us. Hold on. They said, real talk as educators, I'm proud to say how great we are at accepting all family makeups.
oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, most definitely. Fannie Mae, you got anything to add to the conversation? Because we are getting into some things, girl.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
Girl,
chime in a little bit.
so I brought up well, this thing had actually started off with talking about the Scarface thing, um, with the Scarface and the Pookie situation. I know you missed that, but yeah, that's where we had started. Now, Nikki Parker, yeah, girl, what's up with the Nikki Parker? You looking for your Professor Ogilvy? You know
Yeah,
who this is, Poker? Pocahontas. Oh, she
She
probably
in- she into it.
yeah. She on the road. You know Poker, don't you, Fanny?
yeah, she the one started me on my mom's 3 years ago.
Ooh, Polka! Round of applause to Pokey. Where you at, girl?
Hold on.
She probably have to go after me,
There we go. Go Polk.
and she helped me with my name change and stuff. Her and Journey,
Oh,
Polka, get in here, lady.
she probably gonna have to drop and come back up.
That's dope. Well,
yeah.
congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Aren't you coming to Dallas soon?
Yep, I'm coming on the either the 14th or the 15th.
Okay, we definitely got a link then.
Yep, I'm coming back.
Girl, I gotta tell you, have a conversation with you, girl. But
Girl, I'm gonna text you. Hold
yeah,
on.
we're gonna talk after. We're gonna
Yeah.
talk after.
Cause I didn't catch the live until afterwards, so I'm a little late. Cause
Oh
I
no, you
know
good.
I was on there yesterday, but I didn't catch the live the day before. I had got my teeth pulled Monday, my wisdom tooth, so I was out of there. But I did catch the playback, and yeah, Chloe, yeah, we're gonna have to talk.
Oh, you talking about? I know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Fanny,
Poker.
Fanny.
Hey, real fish.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Happy holidays.
Same to you. Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, Happy
All of
belated
those
birthday.
things. Yeah, I was saying while you was out, I don't know if you heard me. I was telling the group that you had started me on my mom's a few years ago, and you and Journey had to help me with my name change and all of that good stuff. And thanks
Yeah,
to
we
you,
gotta
shout
we
outs
gotta
to
follow
you.
up because this was just some things we were supposed to do. Because I was really
Yeah.
looking forward to you to step into your advocacy because you got a story to tell.
Oh yes, ma'am. A big story. So I'm coming back to Dallas on the 14th or the 15th of this month.
Uh,
So I'm gonna make my rounds.
and make sure you stay on the loop too, because I got a lot of stuff that's coming up right now. Like I know the guys. My son here is he's doing oh, you ain't said it yet. Well, I mean, fuck it. I'm gonna say it. My, just because I feel like it's a space that's needed for guys, and I want to make sure I'm supporting like my son and my brothers and stuff with their voices and stuff like this. So their transfusion is spinning out for a trans guy show. Sure, do you want to talk about it before I start telling all your
Well,
business?
oh, you said funny. Well, first and foremost, thank you. Like Mama said, she's gonna allow myself and some of the brothers to do a slight spinoff, um, and just trans men talk. So to be myself and we'll start out with like maybe 3 or 4 more, and just kind of talking about our everyday, lifestyle, things like that, and being trans, and just a little bit about me. I'm 45, originally from Brooklyn, New York. I have a biological son who's now 12. I had him through IVF, and I'm diving into advocacy, and the main focus is mental health and just kind of getting our fellas seen, but in a positive light, and helping the world to understand that we are not a thing, it, you know, we do everyday stuff. I'm a baker and, stuff like that. So that's kind of my direction right now, and hopefully pulling some more, guys in as we go.
I know I'm personally I'm really excited about sitting back, being able to learn and listen to you guys and explore like all the different things that I thought I knew that I got wrong. I'm excited for the show so that I can learn and continue to expand when it comes to advocating for my community, not just advocating for trans women. So I'm excited about the show happening. But the reason why I'm saying it, introducing it, like I said, I have a couple of things that's about to jump out this year, and it's important that us as trans people at this time support each other, because I don't know if people talk about it, but if you know of something that's going on that trans people are needing and it's for trans people, it's important in this moment for you to show up and support, because what happens when you don't show up and you don't support, it looks as if it's a resource that's not needed. So yes, the name change, the HRT and stuff is good and cute and all that stuff, but y'all have to make sure when these programs and things are showing out to where these groups and stuff, that y'all show up, because what happens when you show up is we're able to collect data, and when people throw it in our face, well, trans girls are not doing this, so they don't need this, it's not fundable and all this stuff. It's no, here go numbers. We're trans. This is not what we're saying as one Black trans woman. This is what a community of trans people are saying. And what we use with that data, it allows us to open up opportunities for us to get grants to be able to provide services, resources, and some of the things that we need to live a sustainable life. So it's important to support, whether you're in Dallas or anywhere in the U.S. or anywhere that trans people are trying to do something. It's important that us as a trans community come out and support, because we're the people fighting on the front line. We're the people that's just saying that these are the needs. And just you have to be supported, because what happens when you don't have the people on the other side, you get people in production and media that has a platform to be able to spin what the whole idea of what a trans person looks like, and they get to spin all these different narratives on our lives. So it's important that we show up and we talk about the things that we need and stuff like this. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm bringing up the fact that I have all these things coming up and it's about to drop, because I need support.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like it's time for me to get back because everything worked out in my favor. Yes, I had to relocate to Seattle and Portland, Oregon in order to get my driver's license and everything. But as far as like my legal documents, I was able to get them down in Texas. So now that I'm, into it successfully, it's time for me to give back. And
I'm so
instead of
proud of
me
you.
investing my time into mess and negative spaces, I need to be a part of a space that I can make a change and make a difference.
I am so proud of you.
Very good.
Just from the time that we had our first conversation when you came back around, and from like watching how you blossom and grown and stuff, if nobody else has said it, I want you to know I am very proud of you.
And I
And
really
don't,
appreciate you, Polka, because you seen something in me that not only I didn't see in myself, but you brought a confidence out that I knew that I had within me that I didn't know I had. So thank you. So I'm forever in your debt. So whatever you need me to do, no questions asked. That's why I was telling Chloe as well. I've been knowing Chloe for a long, 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 long time. So when it comes to this internet and this platform and all this other stuff on the back end, as long as she know that I have her back, it's whatever.
well,
So I'm forever in your debt.
Vice
we
versa.
appreciate you even getting on this call, because we have people that's taking this that we have in the space, and this is an opportunity that people is taking for granted. And and I don't know if they're paying attention, but I can care less about who you think you are. If you
Right.
don't show up and show out like you need to, and show that you're going to help push this, because at this time our voices need to be heard. It's very crucial that we talk about the things that we're experiencing, the barriers and everything that's going on in the world. If you have an opportunity in a space like this and you're taking it for granted, your ass is getting removed. Period.
Right. I agree.
I like this person, mother of. I like her.
Yeah, she's one of my followers from the chasing world. She says, "Does anyone get offended when when you reveal you're trans and people are shocked?" Hmm.
Mm, I really don't
Offended?
like to.
Not for me.
I didn't go through all this work to, I guess I don't know how to say it, but if you can't tell by looking at me, I'm not just gonna tell you unless I'm in a safe space.
Right. But I think the question, I think she's asking like, do you get offended by them being shocked when you tell them? Like, so say
Oh
for
no,
telling somebody, hey, I'm trans, right? And when if they're shocked, do you get offended by that? I mean, well, I
no.
don't feel like that's a reason to be offended.
I don't
I
Uh-uh.
get
feel like
offended, but because within the last couple of years, I have did a whole 360 for it's like my life, my look, and everything. So when I have to tell people, because in my head, this is only in my head, I swear everybody automatically knows.
Right.
But I've been in situations to where no one knew, and I had
right.
to like talk to you, and I don't change my voice, and I picture this I'm playing or something like that. But I keep my voice and the rate my voice is because I enjoy listening to myself talk. I like to hear my voice. I love my voice. I love everything about me. But it's still shocking to me that I have to announce that I'm trans because so long I didn't have to announce it. And I just, in my head, I already knew everybody when I walked in the room assumed it. Keep in mind, I am a trans woman at 6'1", you know? So automatically in my head, I'm feeling that when I walk in any room, because I'm 6'1", I have such a strong presence that automatically you know that I'm a trans woman. And lately that has not been the case.
Right.
Well, I also think that you also suffer from something that we like to call you're very well known. When you walk into the room, people know that you're Poker. People be like, "Oh, that's
Right.
Poker." So I don't think that you could like shy away from who you are because people know who you are. Like
I agree with that.
you're known.
Well,
So I could
that's one
say,
thing, but then I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You can go ahead.
That's one thing, but then y'all have to realize I just moved into a town where I don't know of any other trans women in either, and where no one knows who the fuck Puffy is.
You said where you moved into a town?
Uh huh.
Oh, where you just moved to?
Yeah, I mean it's up
Okay,
the
I get what
street,
you're saying.
but it's not. You don't see just trans women walking in and out the stores over there and stuff like that, and no
Right.
one knows about House of Rebirth and trans women and everything. Like nobody knows about none of that. Nobody knows who the fuck Puffy is. So these spaces that I've been in lately, I have to reintroduce myself. Well, I have to introduce myself.
Interesting. I didn't think about that.
So
For
I could
me,
say, what I would get offended if you didn't know that I was trans and I tell you I'm trans and then you start calling me he and then say, oh, I meant she. You wasn't
Oh,
doing that
absolutely.
at first.
oh yeah.
So that
Yeah,
could be an example.
that could be offensive. Yeah, yeah, most definitely.
I don't get offended because I feel like my life is a testimony and everything is a teachable moment. For me, what makes things work for me is when I come across somebody who uh, is uneducated,
Mm.
and at the end of the conversation, whether they agree or disagree, they say, hey, I have no other choice but to respect you. So no, I don't get offended at all because if I can't teach you and I can't educate you on it, then how am I really going to get angry? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't get offended.
What
But
has been? Oh, go ahead, go ahead,
every
go ahead.
space is not a space to be taught because you can be misgendering me in a space that's not safe, and that's problematic.
Say that one more time.
I'm saying every moment it depends on where we are and who we're around. If it's
Mhm.
somebody that I'm comfortable with and I know we are in a safe space to where you just made an honest mistake, that's
Right.
different from you being out loud on a microphone and misgendering me in front of a crowd of people that don't
Mm.
know me. It's just, so it depends
Well,
on
yeah, that's
the
different.
time and the place.
Yeah. Well, yeah, something like that. That's like prime example. I've encountered this at work, and Poke and I have spoke about this a lot. She knows about the whole work thing, you know. in that situation, yeah, that's totally different. Because the person did not know me and they just felt like, when somebody asked them, hey, why did you do that? And she was like, well, I just feel like people should know. And I was like, for what? You know what I'm saying? What was your reason? So, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying.
So do we feel
So,
like
oh, go ahead.
are we still in the stage where we still be? And I get the reason why we get upset and get frustrated is because it can put us in dangerous situations. But are we still in the stage to where we giving a fuck what people feel about trans people?
I care about like I told you that night.
Mm-hmm.
I care because I need to know that my people made it home at night.
Mm-hmm.
That so for me, I'm sorry, and I get a little emotional with this. I lost so many. So no, I don't give a fuck what you think, but I do give a fuck what you think if I'm feeling like one of mine is not gonna make it home.
So to you, it's more the respect.
Just don't touch them. Let them be.
Mm-hmm.
Let them be because they
So
made a choice.
so your
That
answer is yeah, you give a fuck what people think, and yeah, we are still in a stage to where we giving a fuck. And the reason why, thank you for saying that. The reason why is because trans people are losing their life every day because of what people think and how people feel. So, but thank you for answering the question because yeah, you made me rethink my question. There was a situation where we wasn't getting harmed, we wasn't being attacked, we wasn't getting put in unsafe situation. Maybe we can get to a place where we don't give a fuck what people do, but because we are still here, dying, fighting for our existence and things like that, we have to give a fuck with with we have to give a fuck about what people are thinking, and we have to take advantage of all these opportunities, whether it's a teachable moment or a safe space or not, to educate someone on how to respect us. Absolutely right.
I agree.
Question. So, what has been one of y'all's biggest struggles with like in the process of transitioning? Like, what do y'all think has been like the hardest part about transitioning?
my mom.
Your mom?
Yeah, I my transition didn't start until she passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, I was there, but physically, you know, I was shaving my beard and stuff because you know I knew that her thing was always, I get that you're gay, but why do you have to be the masculine one?
Mm-hmm.
School.
Outside of my mom, my only other concern at some point was my son. And when he got old enough to say, "Oh, you're transgender," and I said, "Well, what is that, Shane?" Oh, when a person, and he broke it all down. So once I got past that with him, that's it.
Interesting. Anybody else?
Um,
I would say the medical side of it.
Mm-hmm.
They really don't. How do I say? Like if a physician is prescribing you these medications, if that physician is not trans, then he or she is not going to know the ins and outs. I wish it was a warning to tell me that once I started hormones that I wouldn't feel the same. I wouldn't act the same. My mental would change. My reproductive system would change.
the
Certain
strength.
things wouldn't, happen anymore. And that kind of messed with me mentally because I wasn't expecting that. So once you get a hold of the mental side of it, then the beauty and the body and everything else come after. So that's the most difficult thing that I experienced was like the internal change. that happened.
I want to add to that because you said trans doctors and stuff, but outside of like trans doctors, um, going to doctors that have trans experience, that have done with other trans people. And I think another thing to add to what Fanny was saying is going to these doctors and they're not telling you the outcome of like the side effects from the medications that you're taking. That is a difficult point. Now, also to add to like the mental part, my mental part comes from a different angle. I feel like because I was so invested in my transition that I let a lot of things slip inside, like my normal talents. I, I kind of compare. Let me see how I want to say this. When it came to my transition, that is forever. I'm forever in transition, but because my transition took priority over my whole life, there were so many natural talents that I missed out on.
Mm.
Do you
Mm.
understand what I'm saying?
Deep, deep, deep.
Yeah.
I
Ooh,
feel
that's
like
deep.
my transition became priority over my family, over my what you call it, and then I hear a lot of people say that as a trans people family don't accept trans people and everything, but my transition became priority over everything. And I had a conversation with my aunt, and she talked about even though she didn't understand what transition was in my transition, what she did understand is whatever was going on with me, it was causing her to lose access to me. And I think because my transition was so important to me, anybody that didn't understand it, anybody that didn't agree with it,
Have to
and anything, I removed myself from it because that was my priority and that was the thing I wanted to protect most. So
Mm.
that was something difficult. And I think as the older I get, the more I'm tapping into all the talents that I already had naturally. And it's just kind of difficult, like because now I'm not the best. I'm not able to throw both my legs behind my head no more. So I'm not able to dance the way I used to could dance. But
hmm
because becoming the trans woman I wanted to see myself to be, I felt like as a woman I'm supposed to not do too much. I'm supposed to be seen, not heard. Moving too much would make people think I'm still a punk, and I had to just do this whole thing. But I lost the things that I love most when I started transitioning. To me, like mentally taking all that in, that I lost out on so many things that brought me joy. That has been one of the difficult things of my transition.
I would say that for me, I agree with you 100%. And I think the hardest thing for me has been the separation from my family because I feel like that's what I missed the most, and I kind of feel like that's what made me who I was. And so, trying to like still include them or still trying to have some type of connection with them in this new body or whatever has been the most difficult part for me, because I find myself um, not necessarily. I try to give them grace, but girl, it'd be like it's hard to give them grace. If that makes any sense, like I be trying to give them a pass, but I be like, bitch, y'all not gonna play with me. So I think that like just the wedge that it caused between me and my family has been the most difficult part for me. Um, somebody said, oh, mother once said, please promote trans people to consider working in education. Children learn tolerance in their youth. Mhm.
Yeah, a friend of
That's
mine.
easy to say, but it's kind of difficult to do when you don't have law supporting like your
Right.
existence.
It's kind of
And,
hard to.
It's funny though, because I have a friend. She's actually been transitioning since she was, I think she said junior high or something like that. Her family was very accepting, you know. And I had asked her one day. I said, "Would you, be interested in, being public and kind of going around and talking about this because yeah, it's something that needs to be taught because it is a lot of children that are trans deep down inside, and they need to identify with who they are. Their parents need to understand. I remember poking. I was vending
once you get over,
one day, and
oh no, traffic.
a child walked up, and
It's a passing line.
Hook was like, Sean, because because I couldn't understand really. I didn't. Hooker was like, the child is trans, and it blew me away. Because this kid couldn't be no more than maybe 6 or 7 years old, but the family was so loving, and like it blew me away. So I agree with that. I would love to see more of that.
Yeah, I definitely would like to see more transgender educators
Hmm.
in the school systems.
Well,
But
I'm definitely.
I just, because of the way things are going, like I watched a video. No, I was just saying, no, not exit. I was saying get over because you was holding up traffic. This is a passing lane, sir. Yeah, that's because you in the pass. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me.
It's okay.
The trade just don't listen.
I'm screaming. Do y'all
Yeah,
feel
but I
like?
was,
Do y'all feel like? I don't know where I was going with this. Hold on one second. Let me get back to my question.
I want to ask the person, mother, do you, do you have children that are trans or in the lifestyle? The one that's mother of 1294. I'm just curious because I really like her conversation.
Island Browning just said a lot of people are uneducated about the difference of sexuality and sexual identity, and it's frustrating. I argue about this with my sis all the time. I'm just getting educated with that because I was one of the ones that didn't know. Sean helped me understand it a little bit better today.
What he
so,
say?
so the difference between transgender is identity. Sexual preference is the thing you're attracted to. Like, let's just say, which is shows why trans people really shouldn't be in the LGBTQ, but because it's not a binary, it doesn't go under the binary box. They just threw us in there. But most of those are sexual identities and not sexuals. I mean, most of those are sexual. What am I saying? Most of those are sexual preferences and not sexual identity, not gender identities.
Yeah, because that doesn't make any sense for a trans to be a sexual identity. It shouldn't go with
Mhm.
straight, gay, lesbian, because that's
But
like you said.
but again, Fanny, this is why it's important that that trans people show up and stuff because for a long time when you collected data saying that trans women were gay men, so automatically whether he was trans, non-binary, GNC, or anything outside of queer, anything outside of anything, there was either signing gay and lesbian. And what happens is when you assign it, you don't you leave out a box that in the understanding that not all trans people are attracted to the same sex that they was assigned at birth. And when we show up to these spaces and collect data, you can also collect a heterosexual or all the different stuff you can select in the box when you fill out these forms and stuff. Because I'm trans, I can also have heterosexual sex. You
Mm-mm.
know, the whole thing where the X equals X and male to male parts equals gay sex and female to female parts sex. But if male to female parts is heterosexual sex, that wouldn't cover a trans woman being gay, right?
Right.
If she still has male genitals. So I think all of that just falls up under data and not having enough data on trans people to where that confusion happens.
I feel like if I would have had a group of people like y'all when I was younger, this would have been so much easier. We like trans focus groups or something. No, what was that? But yeah.
Well, the benefit of now, we have things like social media platforms and also educating us on when I was around 13, 14, what a trans woman was. I never would have ever identified as a gay man. So now things are changing.
Yeah, because I'm not even attracted to gay men.
You're not.
Girl, where that come from? I don't like
Because
being
I'm not
dated from
gay.
time to time.
I'm gay. I don't give a fuck.
I'm attracted to masculinity with a penis.
Girl, y'all need to cut it. Okay, hold on. They said
A real one or a fake
as
one?
far as she says, okay, so mother of one answered your question. She says, as far as I know, my one child is heterosexual, but working with kids, you see kids that are thrown away because of many things. I just want to be as open minded as I can. Also, somebody says, and thank y'all everybody for commenting and
Absolutely.
yeah, like just yeah, we appreciate that. Okay, Diamond DC Bradley 32220 said Jasmine Bonnet was a teacher in Tennessee, and once they found out she was trans, she lost
They
her job.
fired her.
I think I do remember hearing that story.
Yeah, she just spoke about that a couple of months ago.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't want us to in the schools. Mother of one,
Not even
guys.
just schools, even like you can work at McDonald's and get harassed and fired just because you out yourself. That's why it's important to know when is the best time to out yourself and tell people that you are transition. But you
Yeah,
you just
I worked the job and I didn't tell them either. I'm sorry. If I'm not I didn't go through all this work to be like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm trans. No, if you don't know or if you can't clock my voice or you can't clock it, I'm not gonna clock myself. I'm sorry. So I
Did
worked
y'all
at a call center and they didn't know and I wasn't telling nobody either.
did
and
y'all
I
see?
think that's
Oh,
absolutely okay because if I'm just every time I go in a situation, I have to wear a shirt that says, "Oh, I'm trans." How do I expect you to still respect that a woman is a woman?
Right.
Yeah, I like that one, Pokey.
did y'all see the incident recently with the young man and the lady, the African American lady, who she was going to the store and she was like,
Yeah.
oh,
She was lucky.
Yeah, I would have called my sister on her.
oh, girl, I would have
She
handled it
didn't get.
myself.
She didn't
I'm
get no
sorry.
response.
A lot of people were saying they would have handled it themselves, but I think that would have been a trap or a scheme that Ty set up to get her to press charges on you and put the man in your life. No,
Shit like
because
that is
some
too
people
much.
are out here to rage bait us. Some people are out to pick on us, and if we're not smart and pick our battles wisely, we can end up in situations that's hard to get out of. So if
Could
a
you
bitch
express
just
to me?
randomly
Could you
picking on me at the
explain?
store, I'm not finna go
Could you
back and
explain
forth.
to me what's a wise battle for a trans woman?
For example, if we know if like me and you, we know we trans, and somebody coming in and they picking on us or they trying to rage bait us and or clocking us or just harassing us. I'm not saying not defend yourself, but if you can avoid the situation as much as possible, I would because
Hmm.
I think that they are doing it intentionally. I think that they are targeting us intentionally. I think that you are doing it on purpose. So why should I feed into the bullshit? And that's when my discernment kicks in because I'm like, what are the odds of you picking on me in the stove?
I absolutely agree with that because that could have been a scary situation, and if you had other people that was transphobic or homophobic, that would have given them an opportunity to attack and justify the
Exactly.
reason for being. But I'm a true believer also. If you bring ass, you gonna get ass.
Exactly.
and,
I
and,
was
and I'm
physically
protective of
assaulted in the
my
store.
personal space. And when you become to, I don't care, man, woman, whatever, at all times, as a person who's used to being attacked and saying that I shouldn't exist, and people to everything that traumatizes us, we go through on a day-to-day basis. It's up to me to make sure that I'm protected at all times. You have a certain level of space that I'm allow you to get in. Once you cross that boundary, your ass is mine. Period.
I've
Hmm.
had a
And
situation
I'm
where I was at a
sorry.
Walmart gas station and a young lady tried to hit me with her car and I met her at the front door. I was like, so why you tried to hit me with your car? She said, because you was a nigga. So I didn't know if she said because I was a nigga with a GA, like a dude, or a nigger as black, but she was mixed. But before I could get anything out, she popped me. She hit me. She
Man,
physically
why you
assaulted
insist
me
to hold up the
in front
trash?
of everybody. In front of everybody. So when I looked around and I realized that this lady hit me, as long as the witness is seen first, bitch, I got my lick back. I beat the shit out of her. She didn't know I was trans. But then when they asked me for my ID, when the police came, then that's when they had found out. So that's what I'm saying. You got to pick your battles wise because what if she was picking on me and I hit her first? Then the police come ask me for my ID, it got mail on it. I'm going to jail because she pressing charges because I'm a man.
Don't stop.
Look, gone with the wind. Fabulous.
So that situation could have went left if I would have hit her first and I would have went to jail. But they asked me if I wanted to press charges, and I said no because I had already beat the shit out of her. But if it was the other foot, they would have put me under the jail.
It's true. This is true. Okay, so she said, Island Brady was explaining the situation. She says a girl in VA recently went viral attacking a man in a store, all because he had a better ass than her. He wasn't dressed inappropriate, but she was out of order. Yeah, she was out of pocket, bitch. And I definitely would have went upside the whole head. No shade. He better than me. Cause bitch, my
And do
sister.
y'all? I have a question for the group. Do you guys purposely go out of y'all way when y'all go like grocery shopping or go shopping in general? Like if you was raised in South Dallas, do you shop in South Dallas or do you purposely go to like the Galleria or like out of town to shop just because you know you're less likely to be clocked?
I shop in my area that I live in.
Oh, not me.
Oh, you don't?
I mean, I'm not from this area. I'm in Seattle, but I'm just saying, like, when I stayed in Dallas, no, I didn't shop in Dallas. I would go outside of the city limits and shop because I didn't want to get clocked. I didn't want, like, oh, that's Fanny. You know what I'm saying? Because,
Mm-hmm.
I would purposely, like, shop out. So I was just asking, do anybody else, like, go out of town and shop? Or do y'all shop locally and don't care who y'all bump into?
Well, you know what? I don't do a lot of shopping these days. I like to use the little the Walmart app and let the Walmart people bring it to me. So I tend to not go shopping at all
Got,
nowadays.
got it. Me too. Do a lot of DoorDash and a lot of
I'll be
online
everywhere.
shopping.
You can't miss me.
We
I'm
know.
not. I'm not putting in this to where I go shop and everything. No one else has to do it. I'm not gonna do it either. So
Okay.
I'll be everywhere, family.
Yeah, we be
Yeah, I'm
outside.
really kind of incognito out here in Seattle. So when people meet me, they just think that I'm just, some regular black chick.
What's
Okay,
it like out
that's
there?
my girl.
Is
Girl, it's
it?
always cold. It's always rainy. It give Dallas vibes, but it's a lot smaller.
Mm,
It's like on the West Coast, they do a lot of drugs, hard drugs out here. So it's a lot of homelessness, a lot of crackheads and stuff. But it's kind of like South Dallas, but worse, but citywide.
What prompted you to move out there?
Because they wouldn't change my ID in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
That was my whole purpose. And then I have family in Portland. So I came to meet my family and stuff. I came with the intentions on getting my ID changed, right? But my family stayed out here. So I was like, shit, what the hell? What the heck? Let's try it. So I met my dad in person. I met his wife, my sisters, my cousin. I tried to meet my daddy's side of the family, but they wasn't buying it. But I don't get to speak to my family often, like my birthday pass, Christmas, Thanksgiving, none of that. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of resonate when it's like, oh, being separated with your family. Because I drove all the way from Dallas to Portland, Oregon to meet my family and get my shit changed. But hey,
They asked in the comments, can you go back to Dallas? Can you go back to Dallas and they have to honor your Seattle ID?
that's a good question. I don't know because
It
I'm not going to
it
try.
depends on like if you transferring it over, you could just do it online. But if you are renewing it, like your ID is expired or something, once you get it renewed in Dallas or Texas, they're going to change your ID back to what it was assigned at what you was assigned at the.
What? So
Yes,
so I can come back down and change my stuff online because
You could
everything has
change.
changed. My birth certificate, my social.
So you have to do like a transfer of address, like a transfer of address
Yeah.
here. But if you go like if you like you have expired ID, because when you just transferring, you just transferring some information on them. But they have to renew your ID. They're gonna go back to like your first whatever you had on your first ID is gonna go all the way back.
Um.
But I mean, we're fighting for that to change, and hopefully we get somewhere with that. But yeah, a couple of girls that I know that we done did the name change and stuff has been returned back to their
Yeah, because I was
assigned
going to ask you, have you had
numbers.
anybody else had to move out of state in order to get their stuff changed?
I still ain't got no idea.
No, they recently just started doing this like uh, say August. They started doing, gender.
So I do have a question,
But
y'all.
we did have some judges.
Question. What are some ways, or how would you intervene safely when you witness transphobia? So if you were to witness somebody being transphobic, how would you intervene in a safe way?
I'm crazy, so I'm going to let somebody else answer before I answer, because I end up feeding into the bullshit.
I
Like,
feel
well,
like
she can't be
you
trans
just have
because,
to do it's safe at the moment. And it just kind of depends on the situation. There's no right or wrong way. But if you can get out of the situation, it's probably the best option to go with.
right,
Hmm.
avoid it as much as possible.
But y'all not feel like
Hmm.
you need to check it? Like y'all feel like, okay, just let him slide, or just let a bitch make it, or
Cut that bitch off as soon as possible, but don't let her know that you
It
cut her
depends
off.
on
Just
the
let her.
situation.
okay, situational. Okay, I can see that.
It's all about choosing your battle. If you feel like you can win this battle,
Right.
but I mean, but
Either way.
again, the way the legit everything is set up against us right now, it's just kind of easier for us to just
Uh-huh.
as much it is important for us to fight right now. It's even as important for us to learn that every battle is not ours.
Hooker, what is it that we're fighting for right now? What is it that we're going to bat for?
The thing right now is we're fighting for equity. We're fighting for equity. We're fighting for our existence. Yeah, those are the two biggest
And
things that
shit,
we're
we
fighting
fight
for:
for our
equity and
rights.
existence. Our rights, everything.
Do you
Yeah,
think that?
we fighting to exist, and I don't think no part of the movement right now is more important than our existence because if we can't even exist, how are we gonna have rights?
Exactly. Got it.
Do
You know,
you
so
think
so
that? Do you think that there ever be a time where it'll feel normal, like where we don't have to, where it doesn't feel like where we feel like we fit in, where we feel like we belong? Like, is there ever going to be a time where it feels like that, or is it going to
now a lot of
come
people would
to the
dis
point where
a lot of people would disagree with me when I say this, but I have never felt like we was ever okay. I feel like we was always I tolerate you, but I don't accept you. We was always in a situation like that. I feel like people have was made to tolerate us, but we never was equal. You know what I'm saying? So like for a long time, like a lot of celebrities and stuff would talk about like gay issues or trans people and everything because they know once they did it, they would be blackcarded or they'd be snatched off the radio or something like that. But now, because of we're moving to a place where you don't have you're able to say how you feel, and certain things don't protect us anymore. It's kind of messed up. I can't even focus because y'all just louder than me.
hell
Y'all
yeah.
must got some money.
Who is that?
Damn.
So
I mean, but I know I've been on the call for 2 hours, but I told y'all we got a podcast. And
we're
what is
almost
y'all talking
done.
about that's important? Damn.
We
Y'all ain't even
almost there.
talking about. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, you're good. You're
Y'all know,
good. We're
y'all
almost
know I'm
there.
from Oak Cliff. Don't play like y'all don't know.
So question: Did y'all also see the Nicki Minaj interview? I did want to talk about this a little bit.
I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I know the importance of it and what she said that triggered a lot of people.
Okay, so what are y'all thoughts on it? What are your takeaways? I
Um,
definitely want to know what Poker feels about the situation. Because girl,
I've never
I'm gonna
been a
say
bar,
mine
first of
first,
all.
and then I'm gonna let Poker talk. I think it was a humiliation ritual. I think it was done intentionally. I feel like in order for her to keep her status or even elevate her status, she had to do something to
drastic.
humiliate herself. And what is the best way to slap somebody in the face is to do your fans. If you know your fans are a part of the community, slap them in the face and humiliate them. That's the worstest thing that could ever happen.
What's the
So and then I'm gonna let it go. She trying to get her husband parted.
oh
Wait, isn't Cardi B's
How you
hair?
like this nice
Cardi
so
B's
much?
hairstylist is trans, right? Tokyo.
yeah,
Yeah, I kind of look at all that kind of stuff. Like you doing anything to
but
attack.
Cardi B is not Nicki Minaj.
No, no, I didn't say that she
Oh, okay,
was.
okay.
I'm saying Nicki Minaj likes to attack. If she's gonna
Oh,
go below the belt, I'm saying because I looked at it like, okay, part of your reason is you still at this girl Cardi because she, you know what I'm saying? They little, and I was like, wait a minute, I know Cardi's stylist or something is trans, you know. So I'm just thinking about all kind of stuff. That's what I was saying.
they say what's confusing to me is why her fans accept this behavior. Yeah, that's kind of crazy as hell to me as well. They also said just like dealing with police, the main thing is to make it home. So my biggest takeaway from it was I did not understand why why she felt like now was the best time to be pro Trump. It kind of took me back, but then I thought deep down inside I was like, well, maybe this is her kissing the ring. Maybe this is her, trying to catapult her next album. Maybe this is her way of like, how like Beyonce went country. Maybe this is her way of, I guess.
So after my statement, how do you feel about it?
What part?
About the humiliation ritual
I feel
and
like it could be something like that. I do feel like
her trying to get her husband parted.
I didn't know her husband was in jail though, so I didn't know that.
I mean, not in jail, but he got he got that on
Sexual,
his
yeah, yeah.
on his record. So she trying to. I don't know
I
if you
guess
could do that, right?
I didn't think about that part. I guess I just felt like she was more so trying to either get some album sales. She thought that this was going to be the route to go to get some album sales, or I don't know what she was thinking. Honestly, I don't know. And then what even took it a step further was Amber Rose defending her the next day, and yeah,
Who? Amber Rose that come from Ballroom?
Amber Rose, the real Amber Rose. Yeah.
That come from Ballroom that learned everything she know from the girls. Oh wow. Okay.
You didn't hear what she said?
What? No, no.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I'll find it for you. 1 second.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm. I was gagging.
Wow.
She said Nikki said nothing wrong. Y'all need to get up off her. She was defending her like a motherfucker.
And that girl comes straight from wow. She's a
Yeah.
lesbian.
And how do y'all feel about them wanting to deport her? She's not even a U.S. citizen.
Who? Oh, Nikki.
Uh huh.
She
Yeah.
not?
No, I don't think that she need to be trying to get the attention of Trump if he don't like non-Americans. She getting the wrong attention, baby.
Hold on, y'all. So let me see if I did this right. I did it this way. Share screen. Boom. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Share.
That lady is not a U.S. citizen.
Can y'all see that?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out how to do this right. Okay, there it goes. Okay, boom. Add to stage. There we go. Okay, now y'all.
Okay, now see it.
Okay, here we go.
Just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Hey, what's up, Am? Happy holidays. How you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? Good. I wanted to ask you, obviously you and Nikki are super close. Can I ask you, what do you make of everything? Her coming out with Erica Kirk yesterday.
I think she did a great job, an amazing job.
I saw you put on Instagram, the Queen has spoken.
Yes,
So,
that's right.
you don't think that she should be getting as much backlash as she
No,
is?
she should. We live in a free country. She has the right to her own political opinion, just like everyone else does.
A lot of people feel like because of her fan base being like largely, LGBTQ, that
She didn't say anything wrong. She didn't say anything about the LGBTQ plus community at all.
right, but her siding, kind of with the Trump administration, or speaking
Well,
out of there.
why do people think anybody over there is homophobic? I'm not homophobic. My assistant has been with me for 11 years. He's Black and gay. I have
And so are you.
friend. So does Nikki.
Yeah.
I don't know why people twist our words or think because we endorse Trump that we just hate gay people and trans people. It's just not true.
So, like when Nikki spoke out a few weeks ago for the Christians in Nigeria,
Yeah.
she said it's not about choosing a side, it's about choosing what's right. So do you feel like that's kind of what's going on in this kind of situation too, by her coming out with Erica and speaking?
What's wrong with talking to Erica? That's what I mean. Like I just don't get the logic behind why people are upset.
Mhm.
But shout out to Nikki.
Yeah.
Shout out to TMZ.
Shout
Thank
out
you.
to you too, Amber. Thank you. Wait, any
Take
plans
care.
for the holiday?
My mom's visiting from Jersey, so we just hanging out with the kids.
You cooking or mom?
I'm cooking.
Okay.
For sure.
So yeah, that was that. I don't.
He didn't ask the right questions. I would have asked her, how do you feel about the boys will be boys?
I didn't know that she was an avid Trump supporter. I was gagged. Oh, you think Trump is going to her concert or blast her music when he is with his homies? Hell no. Amber has been a Trump supporter. I didn't know that. I was not aware of that though. Mind you, Amber Rose did a whole. They said Amber Rose did a whole. What's that? Slut walk, and now want to defend Nikki. Shaking my head. Right. Said this is what happens to aging EOH. I don't know what that means. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of feel like, these definitely was a motive behind it. I do feel like there was definitely a motive. There's a reason for the season, because I'm like, why now? Like, why would you decide to jump on the bandwagon now? After all that he's done, you want to kiss the ring now. You know? But that's all I have for today, y'all. I'm so exhausted. I stayed up all day. I was working on my little unit back here. Oh, girl, look, she icy white. Don't you? She looks so cute.
Yeah.
She's gonna be so pretty on me. But because I can't stand this black hair, I'm ready to take this shit off my head right now. But I do want to say I appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you for joining the TransFusion Podcast. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Polka. Shout out to, is this Courtney still up here? Shout out to Courtney at work, still listening in. Thank you, Island Brown, and thank you, Mother of One. Thank you, Diamond. We appreciate Just Patches and everybody for commenting on the motherfucking live. Make sure y'all subscribe. Join our Discord. Y'all got anything y'all want to say in closing remarks?
Thank you, Chloe, for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. You're always welcome, bitch. You know that.
Well,
And I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I was talking back in, but I appreciate you. You always have my back.
Yep.
Much love. We're out this bitch.
Illinois. A good boy.
Hi, girl.
Huh?